I stood barefoot in the hallway outside our bedroom, the chill of the wooden floor biting into my feet, wrapped in darkness. The clock on the wall read 12:30 a.m. I should have been asleep. She thought I was. But something, a movement, a shift in the air, the kind of thing you don't hear so much as feel, pulled me from sleep, like sensing a sniper's aim moments before the shot. Her voice slipped through the crack in the door, soft but razor sharp. "Baby, the idiot doesn't suspect anything. Send your crew tomorrow. Make it look like a robbery that went sideways." My lungs stalled mid-inhale. My heartbeat didn't quicken. It slowed. Focused. I'd been trained to handle betrayal. From enemy agents, traitorous insiders, double dealers. But never once did I expect it to come from her. She never knew the man she married. I never told her. Former Marine sniper. 16 confirmed kills. Then covert assignments for the FBI, the kind that don't exist on paper. I walked away from that world when I met her. Or at least, I thought I did. She became my blind spot. And she played it perfectly. We met during a hurricane, literally, at a charity gala while Hurricane Lauren pounded the city. Rain crashing on the roof like gunfire. She wore a red dress, looked like temptation wrapped in silk, and smiled like redemption, said she worked in real estate. She assumed I was some kind of security consultant. I let her believe that. I liked the lie. It made me feel clean. We got married 11 months later. No big ceremony. No family. She claimed she was estranged from hers. I had none to begin with. It seemed to fit. The first year was magic. Wine-filled nights. Whispered dreams beneath soft sheets. Her laughter could calm chaos. But in our second year, cracks began to form. She started staying out late. First work meetings, then spa trips. Her phone never left her hand. One time, I picked it up when it buzzed, and she looked at me like I committed a crime. She changed her perfume, changed her passwords. I kept telling myself it was all in my head, post-traumatic paranoia. That's what she always said. "You're overthinking things, babe. Relax. You're safe with me." Safe. That word would have been funny if it wasn't so cruel. One night, she came home with a faint smudge on her heel. Not lipstick, not wine. Gun oil. Papa. No. 9. The kind of smell only someone who's handled weapons would recognize. From that moment, I stopped pretending. I began observing her like I would a mark, calm, calculated. I tracked her GPS without leaving a trace. Followed her from 2 cars behind. Watched her slip into a warehouse at 43rd and Belmont. She stayed for hours. No one sells condos there. Still, I waited for confirmation. It came in a midnight phone call she thought I'd never hear. The second I heard her say, "Hit team," something inside me aligned like crosshairs. The man she married vanished. The sniper she never knew. Woke up. I didn't feel rage. I felt clarity. I went back to bed, slid in beside her, still as death. She rolled toward me, her body warm from betrayal. I held her like it was the last time, because it was. By 3 a.m., I was in my off-grid workspace, burner phone in hand, VPN chain 6 layers deep. I made calls, not to the bureau, to others, shadows from my past, people who owed me for bodies buried or lives saved. Phase 1, identify her crew, took less than a day. Her real estate job was a front for a freelance hit squad, led by her lover, Marco Vasquez, ex-military, sloppy now, greedy, arrogant. Phase 2, set the trap. I made it easy for them, left the back gate unlocked. The safe slightly open, stuffed with fake cash and diamonds tagged for tracing. My sidearm, disassembled in a drawer, vulnerable, exposed. At 2:46 a.m. the next night they came. 7 in total, 5 men, 2 women, armed, confident. They thought they were invisible. Every bulb in the house had been swapped with infrared sensors. I watched them in real time on my tablet. When they were inside, I shut down the system and launched Phase 3. Flashbangs, knockout gas, alarms routed only to me. By the time the haze cleared, 3 were unconscious and zip-tied. 2 died from traps they never saw coming. The remaining 2 fled into the forest, right into the path of old friends, Claymore Mines. I let one survive. Marco, dragged him into the living room, tied him to the same chair where I used to read her bedtime stories. She walked in 10 minutes later. She froze. I poured coffee. Want a cup? I asked casually. Her eyes darted to the blood on the floor. What is this? This, I said, is your last lie and my first truth. She turned and bolted for the door. I let her reach it. Then I showed her what I'd hidden behind the mirror, surveillance footage, her calls, timestamps, audio logs, bank transfers, assassination orders, all neatly compiled, all already sent to a trusted contact, someone who would hand them over to the bureau. If I failed to check in, she collapsed, sobbing, pleading, swearing she loved me. I said nothing. Marco tried to talk too, so I shot him. She's serving life now. Took a plea to avoid death row. Turns out betrayal doesn't pay, but it bargains fast when the barrel's cold and truth is undeniable. Her entire operation unraveled in weeks. The Bureau never asked how I found out. They just handed me a quiet commendation. No headlines. No ceremony. I sold that house. Moved to a remote cabin in the mountains. Quiet. Cold. I live alone now. Sometimes I still hear her voice in my dreams. Baby, this idiot doesn't suspect a thing. She was right, until I did. And when I did, I ended it. Clean. Precise. I don't miss her. I don't hate her. I don't even think about her. But I remember the moment her smile cracked, when she realized the man she betrayed was never just a man. He was a sniper, and his aim had never missed.